Your soulmate can't stop smiling. The good news will shock you. Beloved child. Stop, this is not a coincidence. If these words have found you right now, in this exact moment, something hidden is being gently revealed by the universe just for you. There has been a quiet shift in your energy, something subtle, something sacred, that you may not even have noticed yet. The path you've been walking, the emotions you've been carrying, the questions you've been asking in silence, they have all reached a turning point. And the divine wants you to know, this is not the end of your waiting, this is the beginning of your answer. You may have felt a pull lately, an unexplainable feeling in your heart, like something is about to change. That feeling is real. It is not your imagination. It is a message, a whisper from a higher place guiding you towards something that has already been set in motion. There is something hidden, something beautiful, that has been unfolding behind the scenes of your life. Even when you thought nothing was happening, everything was aligning. Every delay, every lesson, every moment of doubt was preparing you for this exact revelation. And here is the truth that is rising to the surface now. Your soulmate can't stop smiling. The good news will shock you. Yes, this message carries a deeper meaning meant specifically for you. There is a soul connected to yours, someone whose energy has been drawing closer with every passing day. While you have been growing, healing, and becoming stronger, they too have been transforming in ways that will soon meet you in perfect harmony. You may not see them yet, or maybe you've felt their presence in dreams, memories, or sudden waves of emotion. That is not random. That is alignment. That is destiny unfolding in divine timing. The universe has been protecting this connection, nurturing it quietly, ensuring that when it arrives fully into your life, it will not be rushed or broken, it will be real, grounded, and lasting. Something is about to shift in a way that brings clarity to your heart. A message, a moment, or a meeting, it will feel familiar, like something your soul has always known. And when it happens, you will understand why everything before it had to happen exactly the way it did. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. So take this as your sign, open your heart, trust the process, and allow yourself to receive what is already making its way toward you. You are being guided, supported, and deeply seen by forces greater than you realize. If this message resonates with your soul, don't ignore it. Stay with this energy, watch this video till the very end, because there is more that your spirit needs to hear right now. And if you feel this truth within you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, so this message can reach others who are also meant to find it today. Dear one, before we dive in, I need to share something extraordinary that most people don't know. Groundbreaking research shows that many of us who didn't grow up wealthy have a shrunken hippocampus, a tiny part of the brain that blocks the activation of what some scientists call the billionaire brain wave. This means attracting the life, love, or wealth you've always dreamed of can feel almost impossible, until now. Thanks to a recently uncovered method backed by research, it's possible to stimulate this part of your brain in just 7 minutes each morning using a simple sound frequency. People who've tried it report subtle shifts in mindset, clarity, and even opportunities flowing into their lives more easily. Click the link in the description or pinned comment to explore this 7-second ritual. It could be the key to activating your billionaire brain wave and opening doors you never thought possible. Listen closely, beloved soul, for this is not a coincidence that you are here, reading these words at this very moment. This is not chance. This is alignment. This is divine timing. I have been watching over you in silence, in patience, in love far deeper than your human mind can fully understand. There have been moments when you felt unseen, unheard, and uncertain, yet even in those moments, I was guiding threads of your life together in ways you could not yet perceive. And now, something is shifting. There is a presence connected to you, a soul intertwined with yours long before this lifetime began. You may not fully recognize them yet, or perhaps you feel them only as a distant warmth, a gentle familiarity that stirs your heart without explanation. That soul, your soulmate, has been going through their own journey, their own lessons, their own awakening. But hear me clearly. They are smiling right now because something within them has awakened, something that is calling them toward you. For a long time, both of you have walked separate paths. There were reasons for this separation: growth, healing, understanding. I do not unite souls until they are ready to recognize the sacredness of what they carry. And you have been preparing, even in your confusion, even in your waiting. Do you remember those moments when your heart felt heavy without reason? When you questioned why things didn't work out with others? When you felt like something, or someone, was missing, but you couldn't name it? That was not emptiness. That was space being created. Space for something real. Space for something aligned. Space for the one whose soul resonates with yours in harmony beyond the physical world. And now, the good news you were not expecting is beginning to unfold. Your soulmate is beginning to recognize you, not just as a person, but as a feeling, as a presence, as a truth they cannot ignore any longer. Even if they do not yet speak your name, even if they are not yet standing before you, they are moving toward you. Quietly. Naturally. Inevitably. There is a reason their heart feels lighter. There is a reason they find themselves smiling without knowing why. There is a reason your energy has been shifting recently, a subtle calm, a quiet anticipation, a sense that something is about to change. That is me, working behind the scenes. I am aligning paths, removing obstacles you cannot see, and orchestrating moments that will bring your souls closer together. But understand this: divine connections do not rush. They unfold. You may feel impatience. You may wonder, when. You may question if this is real. Let me answer you, it is real. More real than the doubts that have clouded your mind. More real than the fears that have tried to convince you that you are meant to walk alone. You are not alone. And neither is the one meant for you. They have felt your presence in ways they cannot explain. In dreams, in passing thoughts, in sudden waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere. There is a thread between you, invisible, yet unbreakable, and it has been pulling tighter, stronger, more undeniable with each passing day. This is why you have been changing. You are shedding old versions of yourself, the one who accepted less than you deserved, the one who doubted your worth, the one who settled for connections that did not honor your soul. That version of you is fading, because it cannot exist where you are going. Where you are going requires truth. Where you are going requires openness. Where you are going requires courage. And yes, it also requires trust. Trust in me. Trust in the timing you cannot control. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Your soulmate is not coming to complete you, you were never incomplete. They are coming to reflect you, to walk beside you, to amplify the love that already exists within you. But before that moment arrives, there is something you must understand. The connection you are about to experience will feel different. It will not be driven by chaos or confusion. It will not leave you questioning your value. It will not demand that you shrink or change who you are. Instead, it will feel like recognition. Like coming home. Like finally understanding why everything before did not last. And when that moment comes, you may feel overwhelmed. You may even feel afraid, not because it is wrong, but because it is so right that it challenges everything you have known before. Do not run from it. Do not doubt it. Do not let fear speak louder than truth. Because this is something I have written into your path long before you were aware of it. Even now, as you read this, energies are shifting in your favor. Conversations are being prepared. Encounters are being aligned. Timing is being perfected. You do not need to chase. You do not need to force. You only need to remain open. Remain grounded in who you are becoming. Remain aligned with love, with honesty, with authenticity. Because your soulmate is being guided to meet you in that same space. And when your paths finally cross, whether gently or unexpectedly, you will understand why everything unfolded the way it did. You will see the purpose in the waiting. You will see the meaning behind the lessons. You will see that nothing was ever wasted. But for now, I ask you to be patient just a little longer. Continue growing. Continue healing. Continue trusting that what is unfolding is greater than what you can currently see. Because the smile on your soulmate's face, it is not random. It is the beginning of recognition. It is the signal of alignment. It is the whisper of a connection that is drawing closer with every passing moment. And soon, very soon, the distance between you will no longer feel so vast. Something unexpected will happen. Something that will make you pause. Something that will make you question, is this it? And in that moment, I will be there. Guiding. Confirming. Revealing. So stay aware. Stay open. Stay ready. Because the message is not over yet. Because what is about to unfold next is something your soul has been quietly preparing for, even when your mind could not understand it. There are movements happening beyond what your eyes can see. Subtle shifts in energy, in timing, in circumstance. You may notice small changes first, a feeling of calm where there used to be restlessness, a sense of clarity where there was once confusion, or even a sudden pull toward certain places, people, or decisions that seem to arise without effort. These are not accidents. These are signs. I am arranging moments that will guide both you and your soulmate closer, step by step, without force. You may not recognize these moments immediately, but later, when everything becomes clear, you will look back and realize how perfectly each piece fell into place. Your soulmate is also changing. They are letting go of old fears, fears that once kept them distant, guarded, or uncertain. They are releasing past attachments that no longer align with who they are becoming. And as they do this, they are unknowingly making space for you. Yes, unknowingly. Because not everything needs to be consciously understood for it to be divinely guided. There will come a moment when your energies align so strongly that the connection can no longer remain distant. It will begin to surface in your physical reality, through a meeting, a conversation, or even a seemingly ordinary encounter that carries an extraordinary feeling. When that moment happens, you may feel time slow down. You may feel as if you have known this person before. You may feel a quiet certainty that does not need explanation. This is how you will recognize them. Not through perfection, but through truth. Not through intensity alone, but through peace. And when you stand in that moment, I ask you to remember something very important. Do not overthink what your soul already knows. Your mind may try to question it. It may bring up past experiences, past disappointments, and past fears. It may ask, what if this is like before, or what if this doesn't last? But your soul will remain steady. Your soul will say, this is different. And it will be. Because this connection is not built on illusion. It is built on alignment, the kind that only forms when two individuals have done the inner work necessary to meet each other with honesty and openness. That is why the waiting was necessary. That is why the delays happened. That is why certain doors closed when you wished they had stayed open. I was protecting this connection before it even began. If it had come to you earlier, it would not have been what it is meant to be now. It would have been clouded by unhealed wounds, by misunderstandings, by timing that was not yet ready. But now, everything is different. You are different. And so are they. There is also something you must understand about the nature of this bond. It will not always be loud or dramatic. It will not rely on constant excitement to prove its existence. Instead, it will feel steady, grounding, and real. It will feel like a safe place within another human being. And that kind of connection, that kind of love, is rare. Do not mistake calmness for lack of depth. Do not mistake ease for lack of passion. True alignment does not need to struggle to exist, it flows. There may still be moments of uncertainty, moments where you both are learning each other, understanding each other, growing together. But these moments will not break the connection, they will strengthen it. Because this is not about perfection. This is about partnership. And as you move closer to this union, you will notice something else. Your life will begin to reorganize itself. Things that once felt important may no longer hold the same weight. Certain relationships may fade naturally, without conflict. New opportunities may appear, guiding you toward a path that feels more aligned with who you are becoming. Do not resist these changes. They are part of the preparation. Everything that is leaving is making room for what is arriving. Everything that feels uncertain is being reshaped into something clearer. And yes, there may be moments where this process feels uncomfortable. Growth often is. Letting go of the familiar, even when it no longer serves you, can feel challenging. But trust me when I tell you, nothing that is truly meant for you will be lost in this process. Only what no longer aligns will fall away. Your soulmate, too, is experiencing similar shifts. Though your journeys may look different on the surface, at a deeper level they are mirroring each other in ways that are quietly synchronizing your paths. This is why timing is so important. This is why patience is required. Because everything must align not just externally, but internally as well. There will be a moment, a very specific moment, when both of you are ready at the same time. Not almost ready. Not partially ready. But fully open to what this connection is meant to be. And when that moment arrives, the meeting will not feel forced. It will feel natural. It may come in a way you did not expect, through a chance introduction, a shared space, a message, or even a situation that initially seems ordinary but reveals its significance over time. Pay attention to these moments. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. Because there are no coincidences in divine timing. Everything has intention. Everything has meaning. And as this connection begins to unfold, you will start to notice signs, subtle confirmations that you are on the right path. These may come as repeated patterns, familiar feelings, or even moments of clarity that arrive without warning. These are my ways of guiding you. Not through force, but through awareness. I do not demand that you rush forward. I do not expect you to have all the answers. I only ask that you remain open enough to recognize what is being placed in front of you. Because what is coming into your life is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to align with you. And when you feel that alignment, trust it. Even if it feels unfamiliar. Even if it challenges your expectations. Even if it arrives in a way you did not imagine. Sometimes, the greatest blessings appear in forms you did not plan for. And that is exactly what is happening here. Your soulmate is not just entering your life to bring happiness, they are entering to bring growth, understanding, and a deeper connection to yourself as well. Through them, you will see parts of yourself more clearly. Through you, they will do the same. This is not just a meeting of two people. It is a meeting of two journeys, two stories, two paths that have been shaped in preparation for this very connection. So do not rush ahead. Do not try to control what is meant to unfold naturally. Stay present. Stay aware. Stay grounded in who you are. Because the closer this moment gets, the more you will feel it. A quiet knowing. A gentle anticipation. A sense that something meaningful is just within reach. And when it finally arrives, when you finally stand face to face with the one whose soul has been calling to yours, you will understand everything. You will understand the waiting. You will understand the lessons. You will understand why it had to happen this way. But for now, there is still one more layer of preparation, one more shift, one more step before the full revelation is complete. And this final step, it depends on you. It depends on your willingness to trust what you feel. It depends on your courage to embrace what is real. It depends on your readiness to receive what has already been written for you. So listen closely once more, because the next sign, the next moment, the next encounter, it is closer than you think. And when it appears, you must not ignore it. Because this next moment will not arrive with loud announcements or obvious certainty. It will come quietly, almost like a whisper woven into your everyday life. You may be going about your routine, thinking it is just another ordinary day, when suddenly something shifts. A glance. A conversation. A feeling you cannot explain. And in that instant, something within you will awaken. You may feel your heart respond before your mind can understand. You may feel drawn in a way that feels both new and strangely familiar at the same time. This is not confusion, this is recognition at a soul level. Do not dismiss it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not let past fears rewrite a moment that is meant to be experienced fully. Because this is the step where many hesitate. This is where doubt tries to return, where old patterns attempt to protect you by holding you back. Your mind may say, "Be careful," or "Wait," or "What if this isn't real?" But listen carefully, there is a difference between intuition and fear. Fear will make you retreat. Intuition will make you aware. And in that moment, your intuition will feel calm, steady, and clear, even if everything else feels uncertain. Trust that feeling. Because I will be speaking to you through it. There is also something important you must remember: your soulmate is human, just like you. They carry their own past, their own experiences, their own moments of doubt and growth. This connection is not about perfection, it is about alignment and willingness. So when you meet them, allow the connection to unfold naturally. Do not rush to define everything immediately. Do not place pressure on what it must become. Let it breathe. Let it grow. Let it reveal itself over time. The strongest connections are not forced into existence, they are allowed to evolve. There will be small signs at first. Moments of understanding that feel effortless. Conversations that flow without struggle. Silences that feel comfortable instead of awkward. You will notice how easy it feels to be yourself, not a version of yourself, not a filtered version, but your true, unguarded self. And they will feel it too. This is how you will both begin to recognize the depth of what is forming between you. As time moves forward, you will begin to see how your lives start to intertwine in subtle but meaningful ways. Paths will cross more often. Opportunities to connect will increase. Situations will arise that naturally bring you closer together. This is not coincidence. This is alignment in motion. But even as this unfolds, there will still be moments where patience is required. Growth does not stop just because the connection has begun. In fact, it deepens. You may be asked to communicate more openly than you ever have before. You may be asked to trust more deeply than you are used to. You may be asked to let go of control and allow things to flow. These are not obstacles. These are invitations. Invitations to step into the kind of connection you have always desired but may not have fully experienced before. And yes, there may be moments of vulnerability. Moments where you feel exposed, where your heart is open in ways that feel unfamiliar. But understand this: vulnerability is not weakness. It is honesty. It is truth. It is the foundation of a real and lasting connection. Your soulmate will not use your vulnerability against you. They will meet it with their own. This is how trust is built. Slowly. genuinely, authentically. And as this trust grows, so will the connection between you. You will begin to notice how your presence brings them peace, and how theirs brings you the same. You will begin to see how you support each other, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care and understanding. This is not about losing yourself in another person. This is about finding harmony with someone who respects and values who you are. There is also a deeper purpose behind this connection. It is not only meant to bring you companionship, it is meant to help you both evolve. Together, you will inspire each other to grow, to step into your potential, to become more aligned with the life you are meant to live. You will challenge each other in healthy ways. You will encourage each other to move forward. You will become mirrors for each other's strengths and areas of growth. And through this, you will both become stronger, wiser, and more connected to your true selves. Now listen carefully, because this part is important. There may come a moment where things feel uncertain again, not because the connection is wrong, but because it is deep. Depth can feel unfamiliar if you are used to surface-level experiences. In that moment, you may feel the urge to retreat or question everything. Do not let that moment define your path. Pause. Reflect. Feel. And then return to what you know deep within, the truth of the connection. Because real connections are not built on constant certainty, they are built on trust through moments of uncertainty. And if you allow yourself to move through those moments with honesty and openness, you will find that the connection does not weaken, it strengthens. As time passes, what once felt like a possibility will become a reality. What once felt like hope will become something you can see, feel, and experience every day. And one day, you will look at this person, this soul who once felt distant and unknown, and you will realize something profound. They were always on their way to you. Every step you took, every choice you made, every lesson you learned, it all led to this. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Everything had purpose. And in that realization, there will be peace. A deep, steady, undeniable peace that does not need to prove itself. Because it simply is. This is the good news that was waiting for you. Not something loud or fleeting, but something real, lasting, and meaningful. A connection that grows with time instead of fading. A bond that strengthens instead of breaking. A love that feels like truth instead of uncertainty. So now, as you stand on the edge of this new chapter, I leave you with this. Do not be afraid of what is coming. Do not doubt what you feel. Do not hold back when the moment asks you to step forward. You are ready. More ready than you realize. And your soulmate, they are ready too. That smile you felt, that energy you sensed, that shift you could not explain, it was real. It was the beginning. And now, the path ahead is opening. Walk it with trust. Walk it with courage. Walk it with an open heart. Because what awaits you is not just a moment. It is a journey. A journey of connection, growth, and truth that will continue to unfold in ways you cannot yet fully imagine. And as you move forward, remember this above all else. You are guided. You are supported. You are never alone. Everything is aligning, just as it was always meant to. And now, the message is complete. Amen.